You typed in ADHD parenting strategies because you're probably exhausted, frustrated, and wondering how to actually help your child thrive, not just survive. I know what that feels like. Parenting a neurodivergent child can feel like running a marathon with no finish line and no guidebook. But what if I told you that with the right ADHD parenting strategies, you can go from daily chaos and constant battles to calmer routines, stronger connections, and a child who actually feels understood? In this video, I'll share 7 proven ADHD parenting strategies that can transform your home. And I'll save the most surprising one for last, because it's the one almost no one talks about. Step 1. Structure creates safety. Children with ADHD thrive on structure, not because they're rigid, but because predictability lowers their stress and anxiety. Imagine waking up every day not knowing what's going to happen next. It would feel overwhelming, right? That's how many ADHD kids experience daily life. Creating routines like consistent mornings, homework times, and bedtime rituals gives them a sense of security. The key isn't perfection, it's predictability. Even if things don't go exactly as planned, the framework helps them know what to expect. Quick tip: use visual schedules or simple checklists. A chart on the fridge, a whiteboard in their room, or even sticky notes on the wall can make all the difference. When kids can see what's next, they feel more in control, less resistant, and more likely to follow through. And here's the powerful part. This small shift, just adding structure, can stop nearly half of your daily battles before they even start. Step 2. Positive reinforcement works better than punishment. Here's the truth. Traditional discipline often backfires with ADHD kids. When you punish, lecture, or take things away, it doesn't always teach responsibility. It can actually increase shame. And here's the catch. Shame fuels the very behaviors you're trying to stop. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, shift your attention to what's going right. Reward the behaviors you want to see. This doesn't have to mean money or big prizes. Often, your words are the most powerful tool. Notice the small wins. I love how you started your homework without me asking. Or, you did a great job putting your shoes away. That kind of positive reinforcement builds confidence and motivation. Over time, your child begins to connect effort with good outcomes, not criticism. And when that happens, you'll see more cooperation, less resistance, and a stronger relationship between you and your child. Step 3. Break tasks into bite-sized wins. One of the best ADHD parenting strategies is breaking big tasks into smaller chunks. Think about it. When you tell a child with ADHD, clean your room, what they actually hear is chaos. Their brain can't filter where to start, and the overwhelm triggers resistance or shutdown. But when you take that same task and divide it into bite-sized wins, everything changes. Instead of clean your room, say, pick up the Legos first. Once that's done, celebrate it. Great job. Now put your books on the shelf. Then bring the dirty clothes to the hamper. Each step is short, specific, and achievable. And here's the key. Every time your child completes one small step, their brain gets a dopamine reward. That chemical hit of accomplishment is what motivates them to keep going. So rather than battles and tears, you're creating a chain of little victories, and little victories stack up into big wins. Step 4. Manage energy, not just behavior. ADHD isn't about laziness, it's about energy regulation. What looks like defiance or hyperactivity is often just energy with nowhere to go. And here's the thing. If you try to fight that energy head-on by saying, sit still or calm down, you're working against their brain, not with it. Instead, give that energy an outlet. Build movement breaks into their day the same way you build snacks into mealtime. A 10-minute bike ride, a quick walk around the block, even a round of jumping jacks before homework. It's like hitting a reset button. Think of it like a steam valve on a pressure cooker. If the energy has no place to escape, it builds until it explodes in tantrums, meltdowns, or total shutdown. But when you release it in healthy, structured ways, your child's brain is calmer, more focused, and ready to engage. Managing ADHD isn't about suppressing energy, it's about channeling it. Step 5. Emotional coaching matters. One of the most overlooked ADHD parenting strategies is emotional coaching. Kids with ADHD don't just feel emotions, they feel them bigger, louder, and faster than most. What might be a small frustration for another child can feel like a tidal wave for them. And here's where many parents slip. We try to shut those feelings down. We say things like, "It's not a big deal," or "Stop overreacting." But for a child with ADHD, that only adds shame on top of overwhelm. Instead, step into the role of a coach. Validate what they feel. "I can see you're frustrated right now." Then guide them through a tool. Let us take 3 deep breaths together, or let us name the feeling and find one thing we can do about it. These moments do more than stop meltdowns. They teach your child's emotional regulation skills. They'll carry into friendships, school, and adulthood. You're not just managing behavior, you're helping them build resilience, one coached moment at a time. Step 6. Collaborate. Don't command. Power struggles are one of the fastest ways to exhaust both you and your child. And with ADHD, those battles can happen daily, over homework, chores, bedtime, you name it. The truth is, the more you push, the more they push back. The solution isn't more force, it's more collaboration. Instead of demanding compliance, invite them into the process. Try saying, "We need to get homework done. You want to start with math or reading?" Notice what happens there? You're setting a non-negotiable homework must get done, but you're giving them ownership over how it happens. That sense of choice within safe boundaries lowers resistance. Kids with ADHD often feel like the world is constantly telling them what they can't do. Collaboration reminds them they can make decisions, they can contribute, and they can succeed. The result? Less fighting, more teamwork, and a stronger parent-child connection. Step 7. Don't forget self-care. Here's the ADHD parenting strategy no one talks about enough. Your self-care is part of the treatment plan. Parenting a child with ADHD is demanding, emotionally, mentally, and physically. And if you're running on empty, even small challenges can feel like full-blown crises. Every tantrum feels like a war you don't have the energy to fight. But when you prioritize rest, support, and boundaries, everything shifts. A good night's sleep, a walk outside, or even a few minutes of quiet time to breathe, these aren't luxuries. They're fuel. And when you're fueled, you show up calmer, more patient, and more present. Kids mirror the energy around them. If you're constantly stressed and frazzled, they feel it. But if you're grounded and steady, they draw security from that. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's one of the most important ways you take care of your child. So let's recap. The 7 ADHD parenting strategies we covered today are: create structure, use positive reinforcement, break tasks into small wins, manage energy, coach emotions, collaborate instead of command, and finally, practice self-care. Each of these steps may seem small on its own, but together they create a framework that helps your child thrive and makes your daily life so much smoother. But here's the thing. ADHD parenting doesn't stop at strategies. It's about building systems that actually work long-term. Systems that help you avoid burnout, reduce daily battles, and set your child up for success every single day. If you found this video helpful, you need to watch my next video, and trust me, it's a game changer for starting your days with less stress and more peace.